way back when you guys weren't living through a pandemic and watching an exponential function play out before your eyes, you used to introduce class and take a survey and ask the students whether they wanted $100 a day or they would rather me pay them a penny and every day double it. And of course the $100 looks awesome. And then you actually sit down and do the calculation, and it's not very long before you're doubling your money every day is a much more lucrative deal. Because once you get into a higher exponent, a higher value for your exponent, your dots are spreading out. So remember when we were doing exponential growth, it was here, and then all of a sudden you had a dot here, and your next dot was here, and your next dot was way up here, and this spread got farther and farther. That's a exponential growth, and that's how you can recognize it pretty quick. So when I look at this table, so there's they're playing poker, starts with $100 each round, based on how confident they are to get to the next problem correct. When they get the next question correct, they can add the amount to their bets to their totals. He's confident to go all in each round. So if I look at this and all of these are hundreds, and then I look at 1 to 2 and 2 to 4 and 4 to 8, I quickly realize that this is doubling. Every time it's doubling, so this would be 1600 and this would be 3200. So once you notice that things are doubling or tripling as they go along, that is the clue that it is an exponential growth chart. But what I'm going to do, if Bryson continues to get questions, complete the table for 4 and 5. We did. Write an equation that can be used to determine his earnings E after R rounds. We're going to look for linear, quadratic, exponential. This is 100, and this is 1. This is 200. Oh, this will do. And this is 1, and it goes, and then this is 400, and this is 800. And if I do my second difference, it's 1, and then 2, and then 4. These aren't matching, so it's not quadratic. So it's most likely going to be exponential. So I'm now going to go to Desmos and plug these in. I'm going to add a table, and I'm going to add it in, and I'm going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not going to put my data 4 and data 5 in case I had messed it up. So I'm going to take those out. And I'm going to do 100, 200, 400, 800. And then I'm going to do my linear regression, y1, regression, mx1 plus b. I'm going to look at my r squared, 0.92. Pretty close, not good enough for us. y1, regression, ax1 squared plus bx1 plus c, c, 0.9983, that's even better. So I would take out linear. We're going to keep quadratic. We know it's not quadratic because we already checked second differences. y1, regression, regression ax, ab to the x1, and a perfect regression of exponential, where we are multiplying everything by 100 and our exponent is 2. And I am going to show you how you might start noticing it. So this is 100 times 2 to the x. So you saw the 100 because there's the 100 right there. If you start noticing that this is 2 to the 0, 2 to the 1, 2 squared, 2 cubed, 2 to the 4th. Or if you're doubling, so knowing your exponents, especially 2 to the 1st, 2 to the 2nd, 2 to the 3rd, 2 to the 4th, if you can recognize that pattern, and then you can do your 3s, and then you can do your 4s. I would do it up. I would start being able to recognize those patterns, because this would be a doubled, this would be a tripled, and this is a quadruple bet. And so this is how exponents are formed, but if you can start recognizing these as the number sets. So he gets every question correct. How much money will he have after 15 rounds? So it's 100 times 2 to the 15th. And then we're going to go back to Desmos, and we are going to do y equals 100 times 2 to the x, and we're going to convert that to a table, and we're going to put in 15, and we get 3,276,800. Imagine. Wonder if we graded our grades like that, so as your questions go more into your assignment, they're worth more points. That's not how we do it. But anyways, this is finding linear regressions, quadratic expressions, and exponential expressions using Desmos and using the regression format.